G'day guys, and welcome back to another episode of the Caravan build series. In this episode we'll walk you through how we mounted up our Bushwhacker 180 degree awning to our 1978 Millard Mini pop top. So stick around and we hope you find this one useful. So I picked up this 180 degree Bushwhacker awning second hand off Marketplace. I think I paid $600 or $650 for it. They recommended like over $1,000, recommended retail price. So, and it apparently had only been used a few times. So, and I thought it's perfect in a few ways because when it's opened up, from tip to tip, it's actually 6 meters long, and the van's only 4.5. So it'll cover the whole length of the van. And also the yellow ties in really good as well. So it came with two mounts. It came with like bigger angled brackets, and then it had these on there that the person who I bought it off changed to. So these actually fit. These actually work out really well. So what I'm going to do is mark out. I added these little reinforcements in. So through the top on 2 points there, I'm going to put in these M8 Riv Nuts. I think the bolt are M8. So I'll go M8 Riv Nuts, I'll go 2 in each bit of aluminium under there and then mount it up. So we'll see how it turns out. So I've marked the center of that reinforcement, so that'll sit over there, and then I've just got to try and mark, the center of those holes. I'll put a Riv Nut through that one and then through this slotted one as well. And that still clears the door when the awning's on there, which is really good. Alright, so once I drill through this, there's no going back. So these M8 Riv Nuts, the King Chrome ones, are 11 millimeters in diameter. So drill through that with an 11mm drill bit. That'll fit in there nicely. And then the way these work, if you haven't seen them before, they're like essentially a rivet with a thread in it. So it'll squash up in there and hold really tight, and then you can mount your bolt through there. Right, this is my eBay special Rivnut gun. I've had it for ages and it's worked awesome. So the way it works is you screw the Rivnut onto the thread at the end, and then as you pop it in the hole there and squeeze the handle, it'll squash up the Riv Nut, and then that'll keep it in nice and tight. So another reason why we chose to use Riv Nuts to mount up the awning was because if we just used a nut and bolt straight through that reinforcement, we'd either not be able to access the nut from the underside once it was cladded internally, or you'd have a nut showing on the inside of the van, which wouldn't look very pretty. So the Riv Nuts just made sense. I'll give you a little demo now on how the awning works. It's really easy to set up and pack up. So once the bag's unzipped, just undo the 2 clips and this drops down, and then all you do is walking this one out that way, and then this side out this way. The awning comes with these 2 straps, so they're like a ratchet, which is really handy. So that's to tension the sides of the awning. So all we're doing now is hooking up here. So if you come around this side, we found the sturdiest sort of anchor point for this is just in the side of the window there, because it's all screwed in, so nothing flexes. And all we're doing is just putting a little bit of tension on it, just to sort of get it straight. And then we won't fully tension it until we get the other one done, just so you don't tension them unevenly. And then the exact same thing on this side. Just hook your strap there, walk it around. into the side of the window. Tension that up, and that's pretty much it. So we can tension the front of the awning a little bit more. Let's go around and do that.
This is freestanding. However, if it gets a bit windy, you can actually put the legs down. We're not sure of the figures, but we think it can withstand about 20 km/h winds. We had some windy days on our trip.
We had some really windy days, and with it tied down with the legs down, it didn't budge, hey?
No,
it was good.
Great. It was really good. It done the whole 6 months we were around. So if you do, if the wind does pick up, we actually have the legs here that we can pull down.
They just clip up into there. So just pull that down and they swivel down, and then you can just...
And then this one here as well, because I'm a bit short. There we go. So all you do is twist that, and they've got, obviously in the bottom as well, you've got that to go into the ground. Obviously a little bit of stability there. So you wedge them in like that and screw back around.
Tighten the pole
so
up.
It's all tight.
And then we made up a few straps to hook into here, just to quick connect sort of onto there. And then we just put a peg in the ground.
Yeah.
And that just helps stabilise it a little bit more.
And I mean, we would always sort of park the van where we would get a lot of the shade in the afternoon, making sure that the awning does provide as much shade. But otherwise it's good because you've still got this over the top of the kitchen as well. So if it was really hot, we were still able to cook, and yeah, it was good. Yeah, we've also got one wall that attaches to the Velcro, so we only use one. A couple would be good, but we rarely set it up. It's only if it is a bit sunny on, say, the kitchen side, we can just like block that off, or a bit sunny over this side, we can sort of blank that off too. So the reason we went with the 180 was a couple of reasons. We originally wanted the Fiamma awning that was like the full length of the van, but brand new, they're pretty pricey. I think they're up a bit over $2,000 maybe. I mean, there wasn't really any second hand at the time. And then we originally wanted a 270-degree awning, so it would wrap right around the back and give us a bit more coverage on the kitchen, because the only thing we don't really like about this awning is the gap here. Because of the way the arms swivel, if you have a look here, there is probably about, I don't know, 90, 100 mil gap between the van and the side of the awning. So if the rain's coming straight down, you do get a bit come through there. But the only reason we went this one, the 270 was also getting too heavy, so we're just mindful of how much weight's on this side. Because the kitchen's on this side of the van, you have all the drawer runners and the kitchen bench top, and this side of the van already is pretty weighty. So I think that awning weighs like 18 kilos or something. I think the next one up, like the 270, was just over 20. So it's a lot of weight to have, especially at the top and on one side. So yeah, this one works really well. We've also added our old hardcore LED strip light, which we can then, because this Oyster light's pretty good, but if we wanted a bit more light, we just plug that in there and straight to the outdoor 12-volt socket, and we have a little bit more light. That one also has the orange. Yeah, it goes orange, whereas the Oyster light doesn't. Yeah. So packing it away is just as easy. Pull the legs up. 2-second job, really. Flip it up. Same as this one. And then just loosen these straps off. So I just pull a bit of tension off it, hit the release, and that just gets rid of that. Undo that. Same on the other side. So you've got to put this side in first, so you fold that in. Just got to make sure that you don't have the cover in it. And then this side. And then from the bottom here, you just wrap that up. It is easier with a little bit of a step.
hook the...
So these have got the straps on the inside and they're just little clips that you just clip in.
Yep.
Keep it up. And zip her up. Easy. The good thing is that this is also very easy to pack up, meaning I can do it on my own as well. So
done.
Easy.
So it's super easy. It's almost easier than the awning I got on the ute. So yeah, really easy. So like when I first put these Riv Nuts in, or you know, thinking of mounting it that way, I was a little bit unsure on how stable it would be, but yeah, we've done, like to James Price Point, we've drove to Ningaloo and various other pretty rough tracks, and yeah, it's never come loose. Haven't had to nip them up again. It stayed tight and yeah, hasn't flexed or anything, so it's pretty sturdy. We're just always mindful of the wind and obviously don't run it freestanding if it's going to be pretty windy, because we just don't, yeah, we want to avoid that, you know, flying up, but we never had any issues. Thanks heaps for watching, guys. We hope you found this helpful. I know it's not your typical caravan awning, but yeah, it's a setup we thought would work for us, and it has. It's worked really well. So if you have any questions or comments, pop them in the comment section below. And if you haven't already, make sure you like and subscribe, and we'll catch you in the next video. Thanks, guys.